for clicking on today's video. If you enjoy your time here today, please be sure to not leave without giving this video a thumbs up. I hope you get tons of cleaning motivation and maybe even some decorating ideas. We're getting ready to head into the summer months and I'm super excited for that. I'm getting the house more decluttered and just organized overall. After being here for about a year, I can kind of see now how things are going to work here for us, where we tend to leave things, where we need more help here, and I'm discovering that now finally. In the last video, if you didn't catch it, I'll link it for you in the description box down below, but I ended up doing a declutter and a deep clean of my whole upstairs top level. And so now that that's looking cute and that's all clean, I'm moving into our main living area. So that's the level of the house I'm on right now. And that's where we have this living room, our dining room, and our kitchen. And that's pretty much like our main living area. And it gets the most traffic. The dogs tend to hang out in this level the most and in the one below this, so there's always extra fluff and just hair that just needs to constantly be cleaned up. I always turn on my good tunes while I'm cleaning. That's why I can never do ASMR videos, because I'm always listening audibly to things very loud while I film. I have this thing too. I don't want to just be having something in my ear that makes me uncomfortable to just not be able to hear really what's going on around me, so I always listen very loud, just audibly out in the whole thing, you know, not in the headphone. Mr. Ash over there, he thinks he's a cat. You see how he sits on the couch? He's ridiculous. It's super funny how he sits up there to me. I am finally going to be decluttering the ledges in this video. When we set up the dresser in the last video, it was really cute and I was like, what am I going to do with this? But I decided to just go ahead and put the clutter inside of here, and I'll address the organization at another time, because I didn't want to hold myself up on not being able to complete the whole entire project. I wanted to be able to get the ball rolling and not feel, you know, like stuck on a project without having to do everything all at one time. So we brought the dresser in for one of the days. On this day, I'm gonna just be going ahead and deciding like kind of what I want to put in there, and I'll leave some extra thinking space for another time when I can actually organize the inside of it. We also recently got some summer shopping done, so I had the kids go through all their clothes and shoes. They did all their clothes entirely, so this is a bunch of stuff that needed to be thrown away. This is hilarious. Look, it says very important folder. The kids know, like, I'll just throw anything away. So she lost a folder once, so she now has to mark it. But yeah, I have to go through my mail bin here and organize into the dresser. But yeah, so they went ahead and decluttered all their clothes and shoes, and they just got some new stuff. And I did a haul of that too in a video previous back, so they're pretty good for the summer. I might need to get Jordan a couple little shorts, but overall I think she'll be good. And I'm getting rid of all these shoes. I don't want to hang on to all this crap. It makes so much walking clutter. Over my last few videos, I've definitely gotten corner to corner in my cleaning in this main living area, and this is really what I mean. If you only do this once a year, then that's okay if it works for you. I try to get in here as often as I can to not let things pile up that we don't need, because things will collect in corners, just, you know, kind of like without you even really realizing it. But as long as you're doing this like once a year, at least kind of going through things and taking some time, then that can help keep the house maintenance in check. I'm moving right along here with these first two levels. I have 2 more to go, and then we're also doing a project in the laundry room and in the food storage room between now and summer as well. excited to organize this TV drawer dresser thing because it's going to keep a lot of clutter at bay, obviously, from it being out in the open. But I want to put containers in here because it literally gives the things a container as opposed to just seeing and stuffing whatever will fit in the drawer and in each and every drawer, kind of like how I'm doing here, because I'm just throwing things in. But that's why I was like, I'm going to address it a different day because I just wanted to clean and get things out of the way today. It's kind of like stuffing it under the bed method, you know what I mean? Except I don't think it's as bad. But I will go through and arrange these drawers when I do go out and get the organizers. I know the one that already has the built-in organizers is going to be the one for mail. That's the open one here. And then I'm going to have 3 other drawers that can house different things, one of which will be for whatever little toys and stuff that are down here from the kids. And the other 2 will just be whatever James and I's needs are that lies around, especially little tools and stuff that he accesses on a regular basis. And then the bottom 2 are going to be for our lounge blankets. We did declutter one of the dog beds and we kept these other 2 dog pads. Now they are filthy, but I'm just putting blankets over them for now. But I think what I'm going to do is try putting crib sheets over them. And I think that those are going to fit perfectly. So that way it acts as a cover and then they'll be washable as well. If you're deciding on new materials to have in your house and you have any high maintenance pets or you have lots of little kids, it depends on the weight of it, obviously, but any surfaces that you can get that allows you to be able to put product down to both disinfect and remove grime is your best bet. Knowing so now, like the end tables and coffee tables, I remember when the kids were very little, we just did away with coffee tables altogether. I just didn't like the corners and edges and we couldn't afford to buy new. So I was like, let's just get rid of these because I was tired of people hitting their head, the kids, and when I was crawling around. But now having these ones were left behind here, but I actually prefer the glass top now because they're just so easy to clean and disinfect, which I love because you've seen the kind of grime that ends up on the tables and, a quick spray of anything really, and it can clean those and shine them right up. Any which way you can when it comes to the materials in your house, I definitely recommend going for the functional items versus, only the pretty ones because you want the longevity out of the products and the materials in your house. This floor, a lot of people hate it because they think it's ugly, but I actually really love it because, I don't know, it's like old linoleum, I think is what it's called. I don't even know if they make it anymore, honestly. But it just holds up so well and it doesn't stain. And I kind of like the pattern on it because with my eyes, sometimes colors and stuff can bleed together if they're like too bright and stuff. So it's nice that this floor for me is actually quite tactile. And that's also why I like the wallpaper in the kitchen and in the other parts of the house because it's quite tactile for me to look at. My eyes don't really get tired, if that makes sense, looking at it. I don't really know how to explain it, but I like it. Look at this. So gross. Hair for days. It can just be making hats. Definitely need to wash this rug right here. It's seen better days before winter, but it's holding up well. This rug was a quality rug. I got it from Amazon, and despite it being stained from the harsh winter, it held up really well from the beating of like the salt from the ice and the wet and everything, and I think it's done well. It's a pretty thick carpet, so I think it's going to clean up well when I go to wash it. Oh, that reminds me, I'm also going to be throwing in my dining room rug into the washer. I remember like right before winter, I was complaining about it going on, how I couldn't really wash it with my carpet washer, but it's supposed to be washed in the washing machine. So now that it's warm enough outside, I'm going to throw it in the washing machine and I'm just going to drape it over the bikes in the sunroom so it can dry. So let's hope and pray that the stains come out because it's looking rough. And this here is one of those parts in the house that no matter how hard you try, it just takes a beating regardless. It's the entryway and it's just the most walk past space. Everything gets dropped here. So I don't expect it to be beautiful, but I'm still giving it maintenance just to give it some upkeep and wipe down some of the dirt and try. I've also considered maybe papering over these since I have one on this side and one near the door, but I just didn't want it to interfere with, the paint job, like how the paint runs because of the wall. So I don't know. It's kind of like a dead cause to me. I don't mind it too much, but it might make it prettier. And then I also added the shoe rack that was down there in the entryway up here on the stair landing. And I found this old plant that I used to have in the bathroom and thought I'd put it up here. At least I don't think Connor will try to pee in this one. He hasn't so far. So far, so good. I might try to find like a larger green one that can stand up here. I think as long as it's not on the floor, he might not pee on it. But that's why I don't have like cute greenery around the house, because the dogs thinks it's fun, you know, just peeing the plants inside, you know, it's more convenient for them. And the last one, when I deep cleaned the upstairs top level, I did put up some wall decor here, these baskets. This is how it turned out. These baskets still are on sale at Michael's if you want to head over and get you some. They're actually 60% off now instead of 50% off. And they have tons of other options if you're looking for some Easter basket options, but definitely still a really great deal. Now would be the time to grab stuff like this. Do your dog steal your clothes? Connor steals our clothes and shoes all the time and goes off and runs and hide them around the house to sleep with them, and then we can never find anything. Super annoying. It's like living here and snuggling with us just isn't enough. They want to just get like inside of our skin, you know? Well, the time has finally come. I decided to get rid of my decorating trees. These are not Christmas trees that I've had up for too many months. I actually used to just leave these out and decorate them for every holiday, but I've actually found that I don't really enjoy them that much now. So I gave one to my sister, and I'm just going to donate the other one to just go ahead and get it out of here. I wanted to keep it and bring it back out, but then I would have had to take it apart, put it in a box, and I would have had to make extra room for that box. And I'm trying to get rid of boxes right now. James always makes fun of me because when I clean, I always show what happens in the other rooms as I clean, because it's like, as you clean and you actually put things back in its home, sometimes you move stuff from one room to another, especially depending on the route on which I'm cleaning. So the kitchen just usually ends up being like the drop zone until I come up and down the stairs and get to each room. But as you clean and you declutter spaces, like stuff's going to move from one room to another. But what's important is just keep moving in your categories. So when I clean, I always do trash out first. I put the clutter out of my way. That's going to go like clothes. So those are my first two stops always, is trash, dishes, and clothes. And once I get those things out of the way, then I can just start finding everything else a home where it goes, or decide if it needs to be decluttered or not. It's so funny because my pet peeve is to have linens and stuff in the kitchen. Like my kitchen is the dirtiest in the house just because the dogs paws, so it gets the most foot traffic. And then since it's the kitchen, like I always just hate if there's blankets or something on the floor in here. It just irritates me so bad. I don't know, do you have something that just irritates your soul, even though like technically it's not hurting anybody or anything, but it's just so gross and irritating to me. These are donation shoes that I had left, so I still had some stuff I had to get rid of on the route of donation, and some extra decluttering. I also need to I need to buy another broom actually in dustpan set, because this broom was left here. I have two kind of that look the same. One I take out on cleans. It has a handle, and then I have this one. I had no cedar one, which matched the rest of my cleaning stuff too, but I somehow misplaced it. I don't know where it is. So I need to get a new one for the house and then a new one for the business as well. I also went out, to Walmart, and I also went and grabbed some other organizers from throughout the house. So I want to do under the kitchen sink in an upcoming video as well. And we're also going to get into my food cabinet and then the cabinets above my stove, because I really need to like just completely do an overhaul on like food storage, especially as we get further into the basement pantry wall. But I also haven't been drinking coffee, so I need to get my coffee like out of these jars and actually put some dry ingredients in them. So I'm super excited for that. I've been trying to like declutter and organize under the kitchen sink since we got here, and I just couldn't find something that really fit the space and that was going to be the most functional for me. Also, didn't want to spend $60 on organizing underneath my kitchen sink, so I found a pretty good solution and I'm really excited to put it together. How many times do you clean your microwave out a month? I feel like I do it quite often. I definitely don't do it every week, and sometimes not like every day or anything, but we do use it quite a bit. And there's always like popcorn grease on the glass, or we just prop our pizza down there to heat up. Sometimes things are in a bowl if we have leftovers and stuff, but this thing makes a lot of popcorn. I'm looking at this video as I edit and I'm like, dang, I feel like I'm always wearing this outfit or this top or these shorts. And it's like, man, summer's coming, so I cannot wait to get myself some new things. I haven't had very many bottoms through the winter just because of like my fluctuating weight, but I need to get back to working out. I've been stalling and stalling. I haven't really put any weight on, but I can tell that I'm starting to get a little bit pudgy in some spots, but I'm still doing pretty good. I'm maintaining at the very least. So like, I'm proud of that at least, but I'm getting ready to be able to get back into like my summer shorts and stuff because I have more like bottoms to wear for the summer versus the winter. So I'm excited to finally have some different things to wear. But like, man, I need to go shopping. I have very little clothes. I really would like to do some thrifting. I find the best stuff when I'm thrifting. Obviously, like they have such good quality stuff usually when you thrift, because I hate fast clothing. I don't do Shein. I don't do any Temu or anything like that. I just don't like the quality of the clothes because I don't know. I have such a hard time hanging on to things for a short time. Like, I like to get rid of things, but I don't like to get rid of clothes often. So when I buy clothes, I like to try to keep hold of them for a while. So I really love cotton and heavy blends of like sweaters, jeans. I like good quality leggings, at least mid-grade, you know. But I definitely need some quality clothes because I haven't been shopping in forever. So I want to lose a few more pounds because I need a reward. I kept my word and said I was going to go through the Easter box once I opened it up and I was going to decorate the hutch for Easter. So I decided on a few things that I'd like to keep in there and I'm just going to get rid of everything else in the box. I'm probably just going to take it to donation as well. I'll probably just take one huge box and go donate, honestly, because there's just so much. I feel like somebody will use it, and if not, the store will probably even use it for like their own holiday displays. I'm definitely more keeping the quality products that I know I've bought in from like, you know, Hobby Lobby and stuff, or like these cute little Dollar Tree towels. They're pretty vibrant. I don't use them, you know, a lot just for the holiday. So I'm keeping all those in here. I like to go get a little basket for them actually to keep in the bottom of here because they need some sort of containment. So I might actually head up to Michael's and get one of those like baskets that are on sale. I seen a cute little picture on Pinterest. So that's how I got that idea for inside the hutch. But I'm thinking of getting rid of some of those larger eggs and some other little things, maybe even some stuff in this tray. I don't know. I'm just trying to donate and get rid of stuff because I don't want to hold on to too many things. I want to just have stuff out that's functional that I can display and kind of build on for each holiday, but not have an assortment of many. So like if I have this tray, I don't need another tray. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I'm going to definitely be donating some more of that. These are my favorites. I think they're pretty straightforward, simple. They don't collect too much dust. So I like decorating with these. They're very versatile in where I can put them. And I like that they have some height to them. I like decor that holds up at least a little bit, even if I don't want a lot, because same instance, I don't like fast decor quite either. I don't like to buy cheap decor and redo it every single year, and I would never do that with a really expensive decor either. So I'm trying to just be more responsible with, you know, materials and products in general, because I just feel like we waste just way too much stuff in our poor earth, you know? So I'm definitely going to be being a busy bee over the next few weeks. I have so much to do with decluttering, resetting, and spring cleaning all the levels in the house. I'm definitely taking into consideration all your guys' opinions on the new topics that I recommended. So we're going to be talking and working those into videos as well. And my main focus right now is just YouTube, because I'm also doing my cleaning business outside of the internet job that I have. So, you know, social media time is going to come to a halt because I want to use my free time sparingly for my own self-care and for being with friends and family. But we're going ham here because we got lots to do. I really appreciate you stopping by and spending some time with me today. If you want to hang out for longer, YouTube thinks that you'll like this video right here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because it really helps me a lot and it will help you to continue to see my content as well. Thank you so much, my honey, for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.